Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Hope all is well. Today I want to talk about one question that a lot of people have many times regarding to yoga, and is if yoga can help with the stress and anxiety. And the answer is yes. Excuse me. Remember that yoga is a science, right? A science of well-being. And when we are talking about stress, anxiety, we are talking about our well-being. So yoga offers solutions for that. Remember that there are different practices of yoga. You have the physical exercises, you have meditation, you have pranayama, so the breathing exercises, you have cleaning practices, things like that. When it comes to anxiety, managing anxiety, managing stress, besides doing some asanas that are specific to for anxiety, stress, like if you have a lot of anxiety, you have to look where do you feel it the most. Is it on your throat, is it on your chest, on your stomach? And then depending on that, you can feel you can do some specific practices. If you have stress, if you feel it physically, like maybe in your shoulders, maybe you have backache, maybe on your face, there are specific physical exercises, asanas, that you postures that you can do, that you can do for that. And besides those ones, you can do meditation and breathing exercises, pranayamas. That those will be the most helpful ones, because when you have a lot of stress and anxiety, you are nervous, you are anxious, you don't know why many times exactly, why your mind is agitated, sometimes your heart rate, goes up, you don't sleep well, so breathing exercises, calming breathing exercises, no bastrika, no energizing breathing exercises, but those calming ones, those balancing ones, like nadi shodhana, it's very balancing. It helps to balance the left side, the right side of the brain. Then there are these calming ones where you breathe in, for instance, to the count of 4, then you breathe out to the count of 8. When you have anxiety, it's very, very important that you focus a lot on the exhalation, that the exhalation is as long as possible, as long as possible. Also, to regulate, your emotions, you can use breathing where you hold the breath, so for instance, you can use the triangle breathing, where you breathe in to the count of 4, you hold the breath to the count of 4, and you breathe out to the count of 4. Okay, then again, so like imagine like you have an inverted triangle. So you breathe in, hold, exhale, breathe in, hold, exhale, and all to the count of 4. That will help you as well to balancing your emotions, your nervous system, to target more the parasympathetic nervous system, responsible, for calmness, rest, relaxation. So yeah, definitely. And then meditation. Meditation is very, very good. There are different types of meditation, but like for instance, Zen meditation, it's very, very good for anxiety. Sahaj meditation as well, from the art of living, it's also very good. But Zen meditation, I mean, this type of meditation where you just sit and you just breathe, because sometimes, when you are anxious, anxious, nervous, if you have to think, you know, about maybe like chakra meditation, like, okay, bring your focus here, then bring your focus, in this part of your body, it can be too much, it can be you can be too agitated, because you are already agitated, and if you're doing that, it's too much. So just sitting, just sitting with yourself, sitting in silence, and just breathing in and breathing out. and just becoming aware of your breath and trying to make each exhalation, as slow and as long as possible, you know so that will help you a lot, the long and calm exhalations. Okay. And yeah, so this is as well, there are other things that you should avoid, like from a nutritionist point of view, avoid like food, that like chili, this type of food, like this hot food, that may aggravate like your fire, and then yeah, other things such as taking baths, calm baths, keeping your body clean and calm, serene. That's also very very important. So yeah, I hope I answer your question here. One, I can say, yeah, one very very simple. If you're like, oh well, I'm not into yoga. I've never done yoga, and I'm feeling those all these emotions, anxiety. How can I start? Yin yoga is a very very good practice. Especially when you are facing burnout, you're very stressed, you're anxious. Yin yoga, and also if you don't if you don't have like a yin yoga place where you can go the first time, it's good that you go to a place where they teach you. If you don't, then just savasana. Savasana is when you lie down on the floor on your back, and you have your hands by your side, you know and it's like if you were like you god, it's like you're in another place, you completely relax, doing that every day, just laying in savasana every day when you feel even like anxious, stressed, or maybe you are stressed because of work after a long day. You just come home, or if you are at home, you just finish work, and you just lay down on your back, and you just focus on your breathing. Just breathe in and breathe out. You lay down on savasana. Okay, that that's all the yoga that you need. Okay, especially when you are starting. Okay, and you are facing a lot of anxious emotions and a lot of stress. I will do a video. I will do some videos where I talk about yoga against, well, not where I talk but where I exercise yoga for anxiety, yoga for stress. I have one video for yoga for stress. I'll link it down below. Is especially, like for the head, for the temples. It is good. It is good. That one you can do as well. But again, depending on where you feel the stress, where you feel the anxiety, maybe you need other type of practice. But for now, yeah, I will say if you can start just with one yoga pose, savasana. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and sorry a little bit for the natural light is already dying. And see you in the next video. Bye.